Good morning. In a proper frosty England, part of southwest of England actually. We don't get a lot of frost down in this part of the world. It's not really because we're right sticking out into the Atlantic. I mean, England is an island in the Atlantic Ocean, and the prevailing winds come from the southwest. They're warm and wet, and that's the prevailing weather conditions. But this year it's been a slight change. The first 2 weeks of December have been frosty. We had a couple of frosts in November, very light frosts, but they were there in early November. But the rest of November was particularly mild, and we've already had snow this year, and the snow really didn't ever melt so much. So it's been, I mean, if you look up there, up the hill there, you can still see it's laying still up there on that top patch up there. And there's even snow still on the top of this little bridge here. And it's been particularly cold this year. It's been the coldest start to December for 100 years, according to the BBC. Yeah. We haven't mentioned global cooling, and then we're all going to die, and it's the beginning of the ice age. Yeah, because they got to catastrophize everything, haven't they? And one of the things I've noticed is the leaves have hung around a lot, even though we had a particularly cold start to December. The leaves have hung around this year, just a little bit longer. And there's still some trees with leaves on further down the valley, more like, but not, I mean, that tree there still has a fair amount of leaves on. But I think that was down to the particularly dry summer, because we had a false autumn in August, and it basically leaves started falling then. Then we had the rains coming in September after an extremely dry summer, and everything started growing again and getting lush, because it all looked very parched. And but we're coming up now. Come view up the Vale. And very rare occurrence this is, a frozen Vale, because here we go. There you go, across there, the sun just getting onto it now to melt that. That's a marsh, that's Porlock Marshes down there, and that's frozen. I went down there yesterday. One of those little ponds that are sort of like saltwater things. A lot of them had ice on them, so it must have been about -5, -6 that now overnight. And there goes a little tree rat. Oh, there he goes. We'll give a toss about us, does he? But there you go. What a beautiful morning. Enjoy.